And as both the Harris and Trump campaigns ramp up their efforts to garner votes, the former president is now facing a new legal challenge.
NBC's Alice Barr joins us now live from Washington. And Alice, what do we know about the former President Trump's indictment?
David, Danita, this new indictment just alters what had already been in place from the original indictment last year, keeping the same core charges intact. And it does bring the legal battles former President Trump has been facing back to the forefront at a critical time in the campaign.
This morning, a new effort to hold former President Trump criminally responsible for trying to overturn the results of the 2020 election, culminating in the January 6 Capitol attack. In a revised indictment, the Department of Justice charging Mr. Trump with the same 4 counts, including conspiracy to defraud the United States and obstruct an official proceeding, but stripping out references to certain official acts to comply with last month's Supreme Court decision that found former presidents are immune from prosecution for much of their official conduct while in office. Former President Trump slamming the new superseding indictment as persecution of a political opponent. He's long contended former presidents need absolute immunity to protect their power to act.
You're not going to do anything if you don't have immunity, because otherwise you're going to be prosecuted after you leave office.
In the new document, special counsel Jack Smith strikes some conduct the Supreme Court said was off limits, including the former president leaning on his Justice Department to support false claims of a rigged election. But it retains allegations about pressuring former Vice President Mike Pence into not certifying the election results.
What's added is lots and lots of language saying that Pence acted as either a candidate or as president of the Senate. In other words, not as an official piece of action, and that Trump was acting also in an unofficial way.
It all comes as the former president's re-election bid hits a critical stretch, campaigning in Wisconsin tomorrow as his rival, Vice President Harris, and running mate Governor Tim Walz kick off a bus tour in Georgia today.
The Trump legal team is expected to try to get this new indictment dismissed, arguing that it still has fatal flaws under the Supreme Court's reasoning. It's anticipated that the appeals process will stretch out for months, well past Election Day. Back to you, Dave.
Alice Barr live in D.C. Thank you.